Good morning, church. I'm Lillian. I'm so glad to be here with you guys today. Today is Tuesday, September 17th, and it is week 37 of our Quest 52 series. Today, we're going over the question, how does Isaiah 58 answer what makes you a good person? Isaiah 58:1 says, "Shout with the voice of a trumpet blast. Shout aloud, don't be timid. Tell my people Israel of their sins. Yet they act so pious. They come to the temple every day and seem delighted to learn all about me. They act like a righteous nation that would never abandon the laws of God." And here it's saying they're acting pious. They're not actually like worshiping the Lord in true faith. They are going through the motions of being Christian and not like remembering to keep Jesus at the center of it. And I think sometimes we do that too. So the question was, how does Isaiah 58 answer how can we be a good person? And I think number one, our intentions are important in our faith, in our journey with God. We have to keep our intentions focused on God and not only go to church. We have to act out, we have to live out our faith. I'm sure a lot of you have heard the phrase that some Christians talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And that's what Israel was doing. They weren't living out their faith. The other part of being a good person that this says is, God says, "This is the kind of fasting I want. Free those who are wrongly imprisoned, lighten the burden of those who work for you, let the oppressed go free, and remove the chains that bind people. Share your food with the hungry and give shelter to the homeless. Give clothes to those who need him, and do not hide from relatives who need your help. Then your salvation will come like the dawn, and your wounds will quickly heal. Your godliness will lead you forward, and the glory of the Lord will protect you from behind." The next part talks about God's blessings when we follow his will, when we actually live out our faith instead of just going through the motions of being a Christian. I think the answer to that question succinctly is that we live out our faith in everything we do. In verse 11, the Lord will guide you continuously, giving you water when you are dry and restoring your strength. You will be like a well-watered garden, like an ever-flowing spring. And I think that kind of speaks for itself. I'm going to pray, and then you will be sent. Dear Lord, I'm very grateful that this church is the place that I get to call home, that I'm here with this family, and I just want to thank you for the people who have come before you and who live out their faith like we are called. And I just pray for courage and endurance that we can run the race the way that you have called us to, Lord. And let us remember that it's not being a good person, it's being a godly person, like Adam talked about. Lord, we love you, and in your name I pray, amen. You are sent.